Welcome to Train Signal. This is the Next Steps lesson in the Windows 7 Administration Training course. Way back when you began watching these videos, Globalmantics was running mostly Windows XP, with some Windows Vista machines thrown in for good measure. The company, however, had no plans to move to Windows 7. In fact, Globalmantics was just recovering from a major security breach that had everything to do with lack of security on mobile machines. Globalmantics' increasingly mobile sales force was challenged when on the road due to difficulty in being able to connect back to Office-based resources. The few Windows Vista users that were using that operating system were reporting performance problems related to the operating system. The company was convinced that Windows 7 was a non-starter due to software compatibility issues with their critical finance tool. For the regional offices, files were not always synchronized between headquarters and those regional offices in a timely manner, leading to some of those offices potentially using outdated information or not having all of the access that they needed to company resources. Bandwidth costs were rising as traffic between large offices and headquarters was growing to cover some of these issues. So to put it mildly, Globalmantics had a number of challenges that had to be overcome. By the end of the course, you've accomplished a lot. You've now completed a Windows 7 pilot deployment project for Globalmantics that addresses almost all of the concerns that were put forth at the beginning of the course. You've learned how to secure the organization from outside attack and prevent issues that could cause the company further embarrassment. You've learned how to manage Windows 7 to achieve the highest possible effectiveness, the highest possible return on investment, and the lowest possible total cost of ownership. You've enabled the Globalmantics mobile sales force to be able to stay on the road while they stay well connected to the office. This enables those professionals to be able to be out there selling rather than having to mess around with technology in order to do their jobs. You've learned how to leverage Windows 7's brand new features such as Direct Access and Branch Cache and integrate them into Globalmantics' daily operations. With our scenario now fully wrapped up, what's next for you? There are some pretty complex topics that were talked about in this course. I highly recommend that you go back and review course areas where you might still feel a little fuzzy. Take a practice certification exam. Even if you don't intend to get certified in Windows 7, taking a practice certification exam can help you identify areas where you may still feel like you're weak in Windows 7. Join the community for technical support information and supplemental information. There are a number of Windows 7 focused resources, particularly TechNet, where you can expand your Windows 7 knowledge by reading other people's questions and reading the solutions to those questions. Get hands-on practice, and I can't stress this enough. The only way you're truly going to learn is to do it yourself, so make sure you set up a lab, set up a server, and start playing with Windows 7's new features. Keep this course as reference material for when you run into future problems. The scenarios we went through in this course outline step by step what you have to do to accomplish specific tasks. Consider using social media feeds such as Twitter and follow people you find knowledgeable in Windows 7. Use the included Transcender lessons to improve your knowledge of Windows 7 and to help prepare you for the certification exam. The two lessons, how to use the Transcender to prepare for a certification exam and redeeming your Transcender, will help you get further down the path to Windows 7 certification. The Redeeming Your Transcender lesson will teach you how to redeem your Transcender voucher and how to download and install the Transcender software. Also, if you're planning on taking the certification exam, watch my lesson on preparing for the 7680 exam included with this course. Here's a list of some of my favorite supporting Windows 7 resources. My favorite Windows 7 sites are the Microsoft Springboard series for Windows 7. This really helps you, as the name implies, jump off the ground and get moving with Windows 7. The Windows Team blog site, the Windows 7 TechNet technical library, which I find invaluable, and the Petri IT Knowledge Base Windows 7 section, with an address you see on your screen. Train Signal values your opinion. We want to know what you thought of this course. Tell us where you believe we got it right. Tell us where you believe we got it wrong. If you find problems with the course, let us know. If you have any suggestions for improvement, things you'd like us to do differently for future courses, we want to know so we can make our product even better. There are lots of ways to reach us. Call us at the phone number on the screen. Email us at feedback@trainsignal.com. Post a message in our forums, or comment on our blogs at trainsignaltraining.com. I really hope you've enjoyed watching this course as much as I've enjoyed creating it for you. Now go forth, study, and pass the 7680 exam, or take the knowledge that you've learned in this course and apply it to improving your organization. Thank you for listening, and I hope to see you again in a future course.